intro! Welcome to the beginner's guide, which I know absolutely nothing about, so begin the game, see what happens. Nothing yet, okay. Seriously, I know absolutely nothing about this game. The only thing that I know, literally the only thing I know, is that it's by the, it's by the same creator of the Stanley Parable. Oh, and also that someone mentioned that it's super slow to get
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the beginner's guide.
What?
My name is Davey Reedon.
Oh.
I wrote the Stanley Parable.
He sounds
And while
like-
that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of
sounds like
events
Captain
that
Sparkles.
happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games
get to
made
see
by
it
a
again?
friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
This white
And
face.
his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you
This is
off,
so
this is,
familiar.
I think, the first game he ever made. It's
Wait.
a level for
I
Counter-Strike.
was gonna say.
You can walk around here, by the way.
Super familiar.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
I've seen this.
But what I
level
like
before.
is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and
What?
impossible floating crates around the level.
What?
And of course,
Oh, what
it
the
destroys
hell?
the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this?
Meth.
This is what I
Definitely
like
meth.
about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games,
Who
but
looks at this
that
and
they
thinks it's
are
okay?
all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Who, me?
And that's exactly
you wanna
what we're
know that.
going to do here.
What have they done to the door?
So, it's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them.
Oh, good.
He doesn't put
Jesus.
them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Sounds like my writing.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his
I can
computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them
Seriously, I
out
can
one
jump
after the other without
Can
even
I sprint?
really pausing to try to understand what he had just
crouch.
made. Until suddenly
start.
one day, he just stopped.
Up.
In 2011, that was it.
jump, but
He made
not
his
right now.
last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've
Did you
taken
release
this
that one?
opportunity to gather all of his work together. Is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again.
Is this seriously the point of
And
this?
if the
Or is
people
this
like
gonna be
you
a
who
mind
play this
fuck?
also happen to find his work
Is the
interesting,
Stanley
then I'm
Parable
sure
really
it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction.
Aw.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Please give me something I can
As each
actually
game is
do.
loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed.
Okay.
This first one was made in November 2008.
This reminds me of Porter. Ah! What? I've got a gun! Wait, can I sprint? No, I can still jump though.
This game is called Escape from Whisper,
Oh, well.
and it's one of the more generic
Something
games
whispering?
you'll see from Coda.
Yeah, no kidding. These corridors are a nightmare. He just shot me from here. Oh, no, oh,
Security
fire.
call breached.
Can I switch weapons?
Hostile alien
Literally
life
just
form
this.
inbound.
Unlimited ammo? Really? Wait, what am I firing?
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned
Oh shit, are you
mid-development.
kidding me?
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere. But then clearly there are no enemies anyway.
And I'm out of ammo.
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Yeah.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
What?
And I think that we
How?
should talk about his games
How
for
is
what
this
they
complete?
are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized.
Yeah, here's what they are. Not finished. Not finished is what they are. This is clearly not finished.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh, for... Yeah, it kind of looks like dust collected behind a carpet. think I do actually have to progress. I'm really annoyed that I ran out of ammo. Oh my
Apparently,
God.
this space station has a labyrinth on
Yeah,
it.
why?
I-
Okay, that's it. I'm following.
Sure,
the
I don't
left.
know. There's really no reason for it that
Oh,
I've
what?
ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
It's also an impossible labyrinth. Ah! Some of those turns didn't make any
Okay,
sense.
this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room.
Huh?
You could save us all.
How is this an engine?
That beam is powering a whisper machine.
Seriously?
We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
No, I'm not
If you-
standing in it.
Your body could stop the beam.
Dare you?
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it?
No.
Could you give yourself?
No, I don't even have my gun anymore. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Oh, you closed the door. What's on the screen? Oh, this is a dirty window. Oh God, that dirt is horrible. Oh, it's so bad. It makes me want to. Yep,
Let me pause here
that's
for a
about
second.
about
What
what I
you just
expected.
experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying,
Yeah, thanks.
is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level.
What?
But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere.
Alright.
And this is what happens instead.
Black screen. Oh, what? Oh, no, this is making me do it again. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, I can see the labyrinth.
The beam
that's
causes
fun.
you to start floating.
That's fun.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies
Goddamn.
something human about it. Like how small it makes you
I can
feel
see
in
the
the face
entire
of this
freaking level.
larger chaotic system.
And the
Or
bottom of
this
the
floating
universe.
could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
Stuck with all the.
I don't even know.
space.
I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain.
Yeah,
he wants to
insanity.
do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Do any of them have a gun?
Let's
that can
go
be
ahead and take a
reloaded?
look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Bet it's worse. Oh. It's not even giving me names. Oh. Oh. Ah. Really? Wait. Why can't I move? Oh, there we go.
Yep. In this game,
Oh,
you can
what?
only walk backwards.
Oh my God. It did it. Wait, can I fall in there? Hang on. Because it looks like there's. Nope. Can't fall. Okay. God, this is annoying. I want to be able to look. It's not a matter of not being able to. Really?
So it's a short and relatively
rude.
minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete.
Yeah, in that
Coda's
it's
trying
like
to give
10
it a
seconds
unique
long.
voice rather
All
than
it did was
simply
spawn
basing it
random
on a
walls, so I had to
pre-existing
keep going.
trope.
I keep trying to talk over the narrator. Okay, so now I have to go backwards again, I guess. Oh, that's rude. Well, obviously this is going to change again as soon as I go up to here, right? It might wall me in again. Maybe. No? No? Really? Wait, does that mean if I go up to it again, it'll have changed again? So if I go up to here, it might have... Nope. Am I really just stuck now? Oh. There's another turn. I didn't see it. Oh. Becomes clear. Cool. No longer brick. Now some sort of marble. Oh. The future's always behind her. Don't mess with me. If I... Strength to what? To continue it. To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it
Ah.
says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Ugh.
Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's not
next one.
That's not a good policy. Whoa. Is this Slender? Oh god. Oh god, this vision is horrible. Wait, is this one path? Oh, it's one path that goes infinitely in both directions, isn't it? You asshole. You are now entering. Really? You're not gonna give me a second sign. Oh,
And
great.
that's it. Okay, the meaning
Are
of
you
this game
kidding
won't
me?
be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
What? What makes it interesting is that it's not freaking done. Oh my goodness.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Ah! Ooh.
I wish I'd known him
Am I
at the
a giant
time that he
platform?
was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna walk off the edge. Aww. Damn you, game. You can't stop me. I guess this really is linear then. I guess that's why people said not to get spoiled on it at all, because there's no alternate paths. It's just one way through. I guess that's also why it's short. Because the Stanley Parable had, really? It's getting slower.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
To annoy you,
Well,
clearly.
to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Thank God. There's gonna be nothing in there. It's gonna be the point. Oh, there is something in here. What is this, a lounge? What? You walk around talking people down from pursuing their hopes and dreams. A key in one game unlocks a door in a completely separate game.
A
Play as
room
pair
that's
of floating
warm
eyes,
and
emitting
nice
footstep
and
noises.
filled with little ideas
You are
for
the queen,
games.
dusting your jewelry while your kingdom is destroyed. A series of lavish manuals come with the game, giving you incorrect instructions on how
Coda
to
would
play.
often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant.
Or mean.
He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Actually, I like this one. You start in a small room until you realize you can just walk through the walls. A loud, bodiless sound walking around confusing people. Oh, I didn't get to read all of them. Interrupted me. Ready, set, fish. Was he picked up by EA? Wait. I thought I was going to be able to walk through the wall. I was going to go, yeah. No, okay. How has this got anything to do with fish? It's just like a facility.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Oh, so hard. Wait, what? Can I walk around this? No. Wait, can I just... There's no way that will work, is there? Huh.
Don't forget that solution,
Oh, there we go.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
That actually was really
We're gonna
easy.
see it a lot.
What happens if you can't figure out that solution? You just get stuck in there forever? Or does he... I guess he must give you a hint. Because the way the game is designed doesn't seem to be set up to punish you for if you can't figure something out.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Girl, what the hell? What? Why did he spend all this time?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find
He
it
just
funny that this game
didn't
comes
add
after the
another-
stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Kinda looks
Either
like
way,
he just
I think that the point
added
is the
part of
same,
progress
is that
here.
most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
I would say hit enter.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Jump. Oh, ruined my jumping. No, not here again. I'm slender here. Why am I here again? Oh, you're not
Aha.
exiting? Seriously?
So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game.
Well,
There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
This isn't going to be a bigger picture of a game, it's just going to give us some sort of insight to how this guy's nuts. That's basically what's going to happen here. It's going to turn out that he's tragically insane. The Great and Lovely Descent, I think that's it. Oh. What happens if I walk away? I'm going to keep walking away until it doesn't let me anymore. Oh. That was quick. Never mind then. I guess it's a big box-shaped room. I also get the impression that this is going to be one of those segments that just prevents me from getting there again.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Yes.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Fuck this.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Oh, I'm not doing that yet.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does
Go
well.
around? No, there's nothing down here. Okay, so that means I have to go in.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy
Why
corridors.
is this an option? Nothing? Alright. And the stairs, I guess. Is there any other option here? Because it looks really jarringly out of place. Ugh. Can I jump? Nope. Never lets me. Yes, yes! Whee! Oh! I thought it was going to kill me. But I guess there's no damage in this. Oh, I missed it! Wait, what? Oh, when making things jarring, God. Are these invisible walls? Oh, I can see the invisible walls. Not so invisible walls. Translucent walls. Can't get into that, I guess. Gotta go down here somewhere. What the fences? I find this game offensive. I'm gonna keep making puns until something happens. Really? Rude. What? What? That was an elevator? This game is just designed to mess you up. Okay, I can't go that way. Can't go that way. Oh, there we go.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Are you kidding me?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, no kidding.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable.
Yes!
Whether it means anything if no one can get through it.
It means
And
nothing
I
if
would
no
always
one can get
defend
through it,
that,
so
you
no
know,
one will.
all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games
Bet it was empty.
that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Yeah, the gag was that he tricked you
There
into
wasn't.
playing every single one.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Is it? Are you gonna be messing with me?
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over.
Wait, really?
But I promise
Even more
I'll
times
share
than
with
just
you
that?
my interpretation very shortly.
That he's bonkers? Or has very limited ideas? Or that he starts to make a game and realizes, I don't know how to make games. Yes, I'm being a little bit insulting here, but frankly, he hasn't put me in anything that I found particularly impressive yet. Because I'm all about the gameplay, and this is just, like, meaning is one thing, but that gameplay is kind of redundant, really.
Here, Coda
Really?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he
What the
fashioned out of
hell?
the engine's chat capabilities.
What?
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay. Hey, you there? Did you come from above? What was there? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? I'd prefer not to tell you after all we've only just said. What? You don't understand. We are trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It's the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there is nothing I want more. Bye-bye. Wah wah. What? Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? No, I've been right here this entire time. Just being a dick on purpose now. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. Who are you? Just go hang out there in that blackness for a bit. You may not like it at first, but it'll grow on you eventually. What, like a fungus? I'm always suspicious when someone says, oh yeah, it'll grow on you. Yeah, like a parasite. Sucking all the life from you until there's nothing left.
And so we make
these
one
games.
last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. This is gonna be, what, the big black open space? Spooky corridor. Jump, 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 jump. Oh. Okay.
It's a lamppost.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost.
Narnia?
It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
It's him attempting
I'll tell you
to
what
come
I
up with an
think.
idea.
I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games
Oh, really?
with no
Really?
clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long.
Yep.
Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something.
Money?
He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Yeah, his destination is
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully
so.
developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
Yeah,
And as we
okay.
go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
It's gonna be something totally crazy like he wants to kill himself. Ah, what the... I didn't check every door, I think. I actually didn't really didn't really figure out where I entered from, so I have no idea how many doors I checked. This game is connected to the internet. Why, thank you. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All the notes you see are left by other players. I doubt it. No, nothing? No? Okay, guess I can't. Oh, wait. Aha. Yes? Nice room, not. I bet these are all insults. It's like all horrible because this game is kind of weird.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but
Do you
this
beat this
game is
game?
not connected to the internet. All of the
Duh.
notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
Yeah, sounds about right.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I
Otherwise it would
grew up.
be, like,
I saw him
50
working
in
on
the
this
starting
very
room.
level,
Yeah.
and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like,
Whoa,
I have to
shit.
be friends with this person.
Ah.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to
You
get
guys
his
hear me?
attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Is this gonna be a conversation now?
And I cooled off eventually.
Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Space makes me sad.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of
Guy over
loneliness.
there wrote much wrong.
I see this person who's filled with thoughts
I'd rather be
and
doing literally anything
feelings
other than
and
play
beliefs and has no way to express
play
them
beer.
except as scattered
Too
and
many
unheard
messages.
voices in a
Why?
game that wasn't meant to be played.
We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Wait. Soon with another captain.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him.
This summer, you will believe.
And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just
if I wasn't competing
play
with
someone's
the
game
creator, I would read that in
and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
These are all really weird.
I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt
What
like they
the
let me
hell?
have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally
Okay, I think
into
I've
his
done that
world.
now.
And then I feel less
I'm gonna
lonely too.
pointfully not look any more of these now. I say as I trigger them anyway. I guess walking too close will trigger them regardless. Can I get down this? Yeah. Okay. After that last one, oh my god. So I'm just gonna walk past them without looking. No, I'm not looking. I don't know what you say. God, they're all around the door. Ah, no, I didn't see it. I'm gonna cover my eyes. Oh my god, really? How far is this thing? I need a sprint button. I have the distinct impression that I only have jump, crouch, and movement. Why do I even have jump? I don't need it. I mean, I've managed to jump on a couple of things, I'm pretty sure there was no reason in doing so, but yeah. I get the impression that I was supposed to have been walking the entire time he was talking, and that's why he's gone silent now. But I'm not reading all these to fill in the gap because that would take forever. There's way too many. So I'm just gonna walk up to what I assume is the exit over here. Why am I walking diagonally? That was weird. It was like forcing me to walk diagonally. Yeah, I feel like I should have been walking the entire time. That's a bit of an annoyance, actually. He should, the game should be programmed so that he says sections of it based on.
At the end of this level,
like
we're
this,
going
yeah.
to see the puzzle
A
again.
bit more space.
And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Really?
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult,
Whispering's getting
Coda
creepy.
can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for
Are
moving
you
on.
serious? They're deliberately saying, "Oh, I don't know how to." Seriously, come on! It's like the easiest puzzle
And
ever. I
because
figured it
there's
out in
this
3
dark
seconds the
area
first time.
between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just
No
for a
solution.
moment,
Come on, it's so easy.
a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here.
There we go.
To step back and connect the pieces together.
Nope.
To grasp at that
Pushing onwards.
elusive bigger picture.
Oh, really? He's only added one more beyond it. What? Oh, it's typewriters. How do you leave notes? Okay, that one was from the typewriters. That was creepy. Freaking lamppost again, are you kidding me? Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Typing is really getting annoying. Please fade away or something. Come on. Thank God. Porn stars.
Okay, this one is tough.
Porn
it's gonna kinda
stars
just spin its
die
own
too.
wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
What? What the hell? Aside from that bizarre title. What? I found the way out fast enough. I feel like most of the stuff is just gonna be bizarre navigation. Whee. Nope. I thought for a moment there it was gonna loop back and bring me right back into that room. Oh wait, am I in the well?
See, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
Yeah, it's like the
Except,
bottom of the well.
for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Wait, what the
He
heck?
decides he needs to
Sealed off
revisit
the
this
exit.
prison. He's going to start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Here's version 2.
What the? Really? Really? Put a giant hole in the ground, please. Excuse me? That's not what I wanted. I feel like it's just deliberately going to ignore me. I really like a washing machine. What's it going to give me instead? Couches. Yeah, thanks, asshole. God's sake. Fine, I'll sit on the couch. Fine, I'll pick the probably boring one. 10x2 recessed electric... that thing. What? Oh, none of the options are correct. The tables were invented in 1935. Yeah, none of your choices are making any difference to it, basically. Whoa, what?
There's a bit more to this one, but still,
Okay.
it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Yeah, I get that impression. Oh, and he makes a pulse out of it as well.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. Oh, yeah, really? I know what this is gonna be. I'm walking backwards then. No, won't at me. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. Sorry. First, click on this table. Oh, good. Now go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Oh, okay, this is getting slightly bizarre. Okay. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on again. There it is. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. I'm not going to remember all this. Like, I've already forgotten. Table, picture, lamp, sofa, left sofa. Whoa. Finally touch the shelves. I'm not going to remember any of these. Or it's going to be deliberately wrong. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Right. I guarantee you that even if I remember what he told me, it won't matter. I don't even remember. I've already forgotten.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
That's rude. That's so rude.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen.
Down at the bottom of the well.
Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
Yeah, no kidding.
And for what? Like, at what point
That's
do you
the
just
door.
go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be
Really?
working on. But Coda
God,
doesn't
that's
have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
Yes, he's
Without it, you
mental.
just
I think
spiral.
we got through
And
this
so he
already.
keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
Hopefully a wall.
And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Is this gonna be like you can see the prison from a distance or something? Wee. Can I get into any of these? No, they're all just black masses. Oh look, the goddamn lamppost again. How's this a version of the prison game then? I mean, there's no indication that's even the same one. Oh god, really? That's so creepy. I don't even want to go in. I get the idea already. I'm gonna walk in, it's gonna shut, that's it. You're trapped forever. Creepy phone booth prison. Fine, I'll get in. Whoop. Okay, not exactly how I expected it to go. Hello, who's this? Really, only one option? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Aww. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Oh.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
I'm so glad to know that I get
But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison, yeah, because I'm in a phone booth. Why? Was there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. It was comfortable, I knew my limits. I knew its limits, I knew my place. Is that good enough? This is getting super creepy. It's comfortable, but it's inhuman. I couldn't live this way. You are living this way. You don't have to, you just need to be patient. It's like changing my mind every time. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No. I think I'm the first person to call back. Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What? We're supposed to be the same person. What do I have to do? To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Totally. What? That will free me? No. How does that work? Can I say it doesn't? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I wonder how many branching dialogue there is. How many branch at the same point? I'll be here for as long as you need. As in, I'm trapped here as long as he's trapped there, I guess.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games.
I can't. It's
After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
The dialogue just disappeared?
Wouldn't that be nice?
What's happened to the dialogue? Just like cut out.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Headphones are fucked up. There we go. Oh, God. Okay, this is a lot more fleshed out.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Looks like a problem level. Ah! Oh my god. That's so creepy. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might have to be... I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everybody knows lonesome hands make
You'll
lousy
notice that
homes.
the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Okay.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Lousy homes make home loaners. Something tells me you're gonna be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't gonna clean itself, far as I know. I'll finish up here. I don't know why I'm giving this answer. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? No. Whoa! Okay, I'm magic. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? No. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Can I get out of this house already? God, this cushion is annoying me. Get on the table. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Wait, am I gonna have to like clean up my body? Is that what's gonna happen? Like it's gonna be one thing after another. And then... Yeah, and then it's gonna be like a bed or something. Sorry, not a bed. What? Not a bed. A body or something. But... You enjoy being a house cleaner? Let's ask questions. Let's ask questions. Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. Okay. When I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, and that and a tidy couch. So, I can't speak. Would you straighten the pillows? There. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink. I don't know how I'm cleaning this. Just magic. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy, please. stupid, sorry. Oh, you ruined it. Never mind. Hey, all these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Are you gonna do anything? You lazy ass. Where are the dishes? Oh, they're there. Aha! Last I checked, the tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? I need to be perfect, we're all just human. I mean, I'm the human that's doing all the work. You're doing literally nothing, Boxhead. Then again, I do also appear to be magic. So, yeah. I suppose that's something. Ridiculous. Are there still books scattered on the bottom floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Yes. Aha. Oh, I thought I could get out. Escape. Oh.
After the
no.
intense set of prison games, this house
I feel
cleaning
like this
level
is gonna
almost
start
feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit
These chores ever
and
end? Yeah, 'cause
digest
that was the
inside
first
of
one
you,
again.
and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Whatever work you do, you absolutely have to own it, otherwise it owns you, so this is going to be infinite. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
I know that
basically
Kuda really
this is
liked
gonna
this
be
game.
infinite.
Of all his
Stop
work,
messing
actually,
everything
this was the
up.
only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of
get
a
it.
few months where he was like
Let me out.
grossly happy all the time, just
Really
walked
creepy.
around with a constant smile on his face.
I was going to say that, Crispy, that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. That's okay. Wow, I'm leaving. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. He's gonna complain now. He's like made out of carpet. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. We clean up books. Thanks. I don't like this. I want out already. I'm gonna go insane. I'm already going crazy. I don't want to be Coda. Coda's mental, clearly. Oh
I'm
my
glad he
god,
did this.
stop it.
I'm glad he found some peace.
I'm not finding any peace. Let me out.
But, of course,
I
it
want to make a
can't
mess.
last.
Can I make a mess?
The music stops, your companion is gone,
Oh, thank
it's
God.
time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now
Oh,
open as well.
thank God. Let me
Again,
out. Let me out.
you can't stay in the dark space for too long.
Oh
You just
my God.
can't.
Come on,
You
come on,
have
come
to
on.
keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
I have to get out of here as fast as possible. I don't want any chance of being sucked back into that again. Oh, the horror. The horror. Oh, fuck you. I
Which
hate
is the
you.
whole point of the puzzle doors, right?
God. Ah.
That sooner or later
Huh.
you have to pick up and move.
Huh.
I really thought that was the point of it.
Do it. Oh God, there's still 6 years. Well, but,
This
5
one
years?
gets a
I don't
bit
know, it depends on how
goofy.
you look at it. Ah. Ooh. God, there's so many text-based things all the time. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? I would like if they would narrate for me so I don't have to say anything. Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No? I'm trapped. You came here to be perfect. I came here to be trapped in a chair. I have no legs! Oh, what? Did I just move chairs? This workshop is to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend you to make that person. I can't read fast enough. I intend to make you that person. Perfection is within your grasp. I can read that in my head fast, but out loud, it's difficult. The question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so. Oh my God.
About halfway through the game, the perspective
Perfect-
shifts.
Oh, okay. My headphone thing has moved again. Oh, there's a black hole now. Oh, here we go. Why is there a black hole? Is everyone gets sucked into space?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your
Kids should
teacher
not
is
follow
just
the
as
dreams.
bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
I still love you, so that you feel cold on the inside. Oh. What? Drinking is not hurting my life. Why is there like the Eye of Sauron in the background? Or like a portal into the Nether or something? Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. There is no truth, there is no path. Oh, I guess only the yellow ones are being said out loud. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room, look out! Nothing, no one. It's everybody run.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
No.
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every
Why am
way
I playing
and
this?
completely miss
Why?
all of the little flaws that make
Why?
them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Oh, January 2010. Okay, please be something a bit more interesting. Oh my god, it's these
This one
couches,
took a
this
lot
table
longer than all
again.
the others for Coda to make.
He just
It was
reuses
4
all his
months
assets.
between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly
there's a
complex.
new asset.
So I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Or he just wasn't doing anything in the meantime. Can I use the ladder? I mean, it felt like it for a moment there, but no, I guess is the answer. Okay, guess they're just for decoration. This does kind of look like it's a stage. And these all appear to be like audio apparatus is what I was thinking. They're like massive cases holding like speakers and things like that. Yeah, there we go. Ah, it's a theater. Like an opera house. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Ah, god, that's bright. In this scene, you will be playing as me. Let me out, let me out, let me out. We are at a gathering of professionals. What? First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. You didn't say which side of the wall. Ah! No? Okay. Guess I have to do as it says. There. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. I'm having so much trouble speaking today. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Sorry, I have to leave. You're leaving? You can't leave. You're letting your animal brain make decisions. Be bigger than that and have an actual conversation with her. Do it again. I like you. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. Yeah, now this feels like the Stanley Parable. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feeling of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Ah, God, what? I'm being pinballed. What? Why do they have this mechanic? I'll bet you learned to lean into the pain. Hey, whatever that means. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Do I even have a good option? I'm just picking a bad one immediately. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Whoa, what? Okay. Oh, right. Oh, really? I hate you. I hate you. Okay. I'm back. Oh my god. Really? Whoa! Okay. Okay. Okay, yes. Now
The
this
game
is
ends with
this
this
is what-
eerie premonition of what's going to happen next
the
in Coda's
hell?
life. The solution
Get
to
written?
social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect. To connect with this person. To bring him closer.
Damn it. I was trying to get forward.
But what can you do?
No.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Maybe he was busy. I don't know. Maybe he realized his games weren't that good. Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin in the game. Alright, I'm gonna try. Fuck it, I'm opening my eyes. Wow. Help, I'm blind! What? Someone talk to me. Oh my god. Is that supposed to be the door? Oh, well, we're all gonna die, right? SS Whisper. Okay, cool. Yep, saw that coming. Wait, is it looping? What's going on?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Yeah, no kidding.
And there is a solution, by the way.
Already? There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Oh, hello. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Aha! Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore.
Thought it was going to be easy.
And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yeah, no kidding. I think he needed your help quite some time ago.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Yeah, and it's all going to be pleas for attention, going, please help me, and then he'll kill himself because you didn't. Well, that got grim quickly, didn't it? Okay. I hope that's not actually how it happens, but I don't know how it's supposed to be. Oh, my face is directly over these speech bubbles now. Hello? Ah! There's a tree. How do I get out of here? Whoop, what? Huh? Ah, hello. Wait, can I fall? Nope. As usual, I'm locked in. Is that a person? How lovely. What? It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. Is this the tree? What's wrong? You look lost. I think it's the tree talking to me. Oh my goodness. When I tried to create, I feel empty. Wow. Wow. Just, wow. This is like 100 different types of emo. What's happening? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. It's caffeine. Drink some more coffee. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it to know why it stopped. I do kind of like the way the islands appear, at least. That's
if the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations,
Are you kidding me?
this one turns it up to
Help me
11.
solve the puzzle, we'll find
Now,
the machine.
put yourself in my
Deal?
shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose
Deal.
work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety,
Still says
depression,
deal when I press
even.
3.
And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Oh,
Because
so hard.
from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of
Are you
him,
even gonna work this time?
this was a result of how
This is
isolated he
easy.
was. He was in his own little bubble,
gonna turn out
just
to
sitting at his
work.
computer all day, not
Open
really
the book,
showing
please
these
tell me
games
how
to
to do it.
anyone, not releasing them onto
shut
the
it.
internet.
Open the
And
door.
so He didn't have
gonna get a
anyone
crank out
outside of
just now.
himself to connect with. He had no
Okay, now what?
outlet to ground himself
Now
on.
you press. Sorry. Now you have to close the first door. Yep. Alright, what's next? Now press the switch here. Ta-da! Ha,
You
that was so
can't
simple. I can't believe I've
talk
never
yourself
solved it.
out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both
audio
the
is messing up
questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no
Been talking this whole time,
circulation.
I haven't been
If
hearing it.
all of your anxieties are being channeled into your
Ugh.
work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Oh my god, this went from 1 to 11 super quick when I wasn't listening. Okay, here we are. These are just words on some walls. Is there like a wheezing in the background? Oh my god. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, making games is effortless. Whoa. Okay. But why did the walls just crumble? Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Just keep saying that creation is easy. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. Whoa, God. The world's stamped with
Seeing this
white
game at the
press
time that he made it,
here.
it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it.
Check out this.
I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like
Um,
video games are not worth this
just
amount
never
of
stop
suffering.
creating, and you'll never feel bad. What the heck?
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create.
That
For him to suddenly become angry and
Sounds like
frustrated like this
freaking
was the
Voldemort,
worst
one of the
thing
Harry Potter
for me.
movies. None of this is helping. Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. The background noise is just creepy. Please continue. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. Whoa. How many walls are there? Is this gonna be like infinite or something?
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop
Let
more
me say
than
my-
anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
So creepy. It's like a woman
But it
sitting
didn't
on the
stop.
couch.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Well, he seems to be increasing it by a month each time. Wonder if you've noticed that yet. Hopefully it gets longer and longer, because that way we get to the end quicker, because it's getting more and more apparent that I can't pause this. I'm just going to have to play all the way through to the end. Oh, look, a guard. He's guarding the switch. We've captured the machines, waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be brutal. Well, very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Really? 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 What the heck? Oh, oh my goodness. I'm not reading all this. Ugh. God, it's just like the real press. Alright, I'm in. Ghost doors. Thank you. And it is just straight up just a machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? Oh my god, this is so dire. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I should really have put my cam over on the other side so you can see all the options, but just pick one each time anyway. Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. Alright then, I will speak to them for you. my friends? It falls on me to deliver bad news. Is there anything else around here? Just buildings. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. This is getting seriously grim. Oh my goodness, really? Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Oh. Ah! God, that changed abruptly. He's gonna turn on blind me. Whoa! Is this just gonna be a mix of everything? Do I have limited ammo again? I have ammo! Yeah! Can I shoot something? Can I shoot the machine? Who's it gonna be? I'm a little bit lost. Can I shoot these? Ooh, what? Oh! Good gracious me. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. I wonder if this gun is also limited in ammo. Holy shit, isn't this what you're scared of? Having to live without your precious
So now
creations,
the
having
work
to
is
deal with
becoming
yourself?
self-destructive.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people.
I'm trying
To get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Oh, come
And
on.
so, as I'm thinking this,
Destroyed.
I realize that
Destroy
I
the
could be the
typewriters.
one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral?
Probably not.
Would it give him confidence in himself?
It'll probably make
Would it
it
bring
worse,
meaning back into his work?
Why can't I destroy the actual typewriters? Destroy. Yes. Destroy everything. Oh really? I could destroy the floor. I was just thinking.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions.
And they said he was
And the
mental.
great part is that they really loved his games.
What?
You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
Okay.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Except he'll be furious about it or something, right? Doesn't that sound like something that would happen in this scenario? Whoa. Oh, I can't destroy any of this. I'm just gonna fall through the door, right? Yep. Okay. Is this the end? Oh, do I get to shoot this? I love how it's just like a really ye olde giant engine. Can I shoot it? Please tell me I can shoot it. Put down your weapon. No. Wait. I'm not holding a weapon. Aha!
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
Yep.
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need.
The
To be told that
lamppost
my
is there
work
again.
is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person.
It's
I
gonna
felt
turn
like
out
there
it
was
was
a
bad.
friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves,
Right away.
and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Okay. And?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
How long is a while?
So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Uh-oh.
So let's take a look.
It's gonna be bad news bears. I really do feel like the revelation is going to be that he was suicidal or something. I mean, it could be totally different, don't get me wrong, but that strongly seems to be the indication straight from the get-go.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Well, the floor looks kind of cold, right? Sorry, he only adds navigation and a bit of weird...
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh, really? Oh, God. Whoa, what?
Except that all the walls of the
That
maze are
scares
invisible.
the bejesus
And
out of me.
then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So
Oh,
the
no,
experience is
really?
really miserable.
Oh,
The game
my
goes
God.
beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
It also seems to be impossible.
But I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Please do. Thank God. You could also have made the maze visible, actually. And then I could walk through it, but yeah. Just to prove that it was actually solvable. Because the worst part
And to
about
be
the
fair,
walls
it's
isn't
not
that
like
they're
this is the
walls,
first game
that
that's
it
needed some
teleports you back over
modification to be playable.
there. Yeah, no kidding.
Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Yep, figured.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Self-loathing. I don't know. Oh, great. Random
The
number
only
machine.
way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit
Are
code.
you kidding me?
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Oh, okay. Well, you still expect me to put it in? Oh, damn it, I had that on 5. No, I have to go all the way back through. Oh, come on! Okay. 1, 6, 1, 7. Thank God, oh my God. This thing is horrible. And it's randomly guessing a 6-digit code can take you, like, years. So... Alright, let's see. Really? Oh, okay.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door.
Oh, great.
Meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side.
Fantastic.
So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges
both
and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a
Very
failure, I
bizarre
guess,
way of
when I can't
giving it, but yeah.
fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Please do. There's no switch on the side either. Maybe you took it off.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
Oh, it is there.
I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember,
have a fairly
it's
good
June of
understanding.
2011.
'Cause you let
I'm
him
playing this
continue
for the
like
very
this.
first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person.
Yep.
I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was
felt like a
and what he
movie
stood
script.
for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
Of course he's not.
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Oh yeah, I saw the 3 dots before.
and he wouldn't.
Someone needs to tell this guy that he's insane in the membrane.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
Oh, really? You're more concerned
It was that
about
I
you being
needed
happy?
to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Oh, it's about you
But he
now, is
stopped
it?
and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
God, this... Like, this section is
Where did
just
I
long.
screw up?
It's not complicated, but, like, compared to the 3 puzzles, which are impossible... Whoop. Oh.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Wow. Ouch.
It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Ooh. Okay, that's harsh. Yeah, okay. Oh dear.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Oof. Okay. Harsh. What? Stop adding lampposts to them? Are you telling me that he did that? What? Either that or he's just nuts.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened,
Interesting.
there was no feeling at all.
Ooh, my goodness.
Nothing.
Now he's getting harsh.
Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, this guy's completely nuts. I hope you're reading all this, because I'm not going to read all of it out loud. Just because the narrator starts talking sometimes. I'm going to read these bits now while he's not talking. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I hope that
I'm
one day
afraid that I did
clicks.
something
Oh,
really
see.
stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, great! It's the puzzle again. Is it going to turn out that this doesn't work this time? Also, what's with the smoke? Was that always in it? I guess it must have been. But God, make it creepy, why don't you?
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work.
And there's no switch.
Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
But he was annoyed in the first place.
I know
because you
I
were
screwed
showing
up.
his stuff, and
If
now you've
I apologize
shown it
to you
again.
truly and deeply, will you start making games again?
I don't.
Please,
think this is the way to
I
do
need to
it.
feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
Definitely.
Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your
Well, at
work,
least you're
but
acknowledging that.
I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me.
Yep.
Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself.
Unraveling.
Please. I'm fading, and all I want is
Oh my
to
God,
know that
that's
I'm going
creepy.
to be okay.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, The walls were closing in. Is that the end? Is that gonna be it? I think that might be it. Epilogue, okay. Okay. Oh. Now this feels like the last area from the Stanley Parable, so this might actually be his doing. It's getting kind of freezy on the OBS, I wonder why that is. Alright, I'll just take it easy.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I'm watching the OBS and then I left, and it's just freeze framing every now and then because the CPU peaking. Okay. Anything? No? Oh, hello. Okay. Oops. Stuck. Aha.
Solution.
Whoa. That's an open sky. There's no sun. That's creepy. Wait, what the heck? This is one train car. Jump.
I guess if
Jump.
someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Interesting. I swear I heard a creepy noise there.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I think they'll be just a little bit more concerned, to be terribly honest. Well, you filled these rooms with sand. What is this, Arabian Nights? Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Okay. Is that it? Is that the end? I mean, that was titled Epilogue, right? Oh. I mean, so it's some sort of cave now. Once again, creepy. I don't know what the point of the last area was. I'm just jumping now for the sake of jumping. Also, it is much darker on the
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Interesting. Dripping sounds. Creepy. Oh great, more cavern. Hooray. Can I jump off this one?
What now?
Not really sure why you're making me navigate this section if it's not as relevant.
I think I need to go.
Go where?
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up
Wow,
for.
rude.
And so I'm just
Oh, why is it getting so freeze
gonna-
framey?
okay.
I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna try and fix this. Fine, I'm just gonna get through this section as fast as possible, and I'm gonna speak over the freeze framey parts because I do not want to try and deal with this right now, and I don't want to try and replay through this again because it'll defeat the whole purpose. So take solace in the fact that if the frame freezes, you're not missing anything because I'm just slowly grinding along forwards. I could probably turn the graphics down, but it's so late into the game at this point, I might as well just finish. I stop moving, it'll smoothen out again. So I'm just gonna make my way to what I presume is the end of this game. Oh, that's foreboding. Well. Oh, look, it's a prison. Isn't that fitting? Oh, what? What's the point of falling down further if you're only going to lift me up to this anyway? I assume you are going to let me out, right? Yeah, okay. Really? Am I back here? This freeze framing is getting really annoying. Like, really annoying. I'm gonna try to turn the graphics down. Alright, this is more or less where I was before. Pretty sure. Still freeze framing like absolute crazy, but I can't do anything about it. Nothing works, so I'm just gonna finish. I feel like it's because my desktop has so much crap on it that the physical memory just doesn't have enough space left. I don't know, I can't even remember how that works, so I'm honestly just going to have to delete a load of stuff after this and hope that that clears up some space. Although I don't even know what I can delete because my C drive doesn't have much that I can delete easily. At least it's not freezing too badly now. So are we just walking the rest of the way in silence? Oh really? Is this going to be the floaty thing again? Is that what it's going to be? Alright. I'm gonna float over the level or something. Unless it just kills you again. You go, oh, never mind. Floating glitch? Yep. Floating glitch. Ooh. Oh, really? Really? Oh, there we go. What the heck? Decide whether I'm impressed or not with the design. I really like the horizon landscape. So let's get the sky. The base itself is kind of fade out like this. Yep. And then you explode, because that's what happens when you in space.
Turn back.
Oh really? For ore.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
I really feel that if the issue that this Cody had with him was that he was showing his games to other people without his permission and conveying the wrong message from them, well, one, you'd think that he'd correct him, and two,
you're
so
tired.
Which is exactly what this entire game is, so...
But I
yeah, I'm not really
know
sure what to
that
think
you're
about that.
strong.
The only reason I'm still talking is because I'm wondering is there something after the credits.
So turn back.
I don't want to risk trying to skip them just in case it doesn't work.
Turn back.
Sorry, there's a monkey next to me. Nothing? Just gonna bring back to the intro screen. Yeah, so I guess that's it. That's interesting. I can't wait to watch some other people playing this and see what the heck their reaction is to it, because I have no idea what to think about that. I've said everything that I thought. If there's a deeper meaning or anything than that, I'm clearly totally missing it. So missing it? Yeah, missing. I'm missing it. Frankly, I preferred the Stanley Parable, but that's because I really, really like the convention. This game was a little bit depressing. I think that was the point. Not really my preference. Anyway. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Bye.